The body of Senator Edward Kennedy lies in repose today at the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Museum in Boston. Kennedy's funeral will be held tomorrow in the city. He will be laid to rest near his brothers John and Bobby at Arlington National Cemetery. Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick is reportedly considering naming an interim successor to fill Kennedy's seat. Such a move would require a change in state law. Democrats outnumber Republicans in both houses of the Massachusetts legislature by wide margins. Bloomberg's Tom Maroney is following the story. He joins us now from Boston with the latest. Tom, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Tom, a week before his death, Senator Kennedy sent Governor Patrick and his top lawmakers a letter, and he urged them to change the law so someone could fill the seat before a special election's held. Republicans are calling the Democrats hypocrites because of what happened in 2004 involving Senator John Kerry. Tell us about that.
Well, Mark, what happened is that Kerry was running for president, as we all know, and the Republicans had a Republican in the corner office in Mitt Romney, and they said, well, this might be a chance for us to appoint a Republican. Imagine a Republican going to Washington from Massachusetts. Well, the Democrats, as you say, widely outnumber the Republicans, and they put a stop to that. Well, here it comes again. The Democrats want to do that interim pick. The Republicans are saying, whoa, wait a minute, and that strikes them as hypocrisy. So it's a very nasty political game here. And I must tell you, Mark, in a week of such grieving, I mean, thousands thinking they've lost a true champion in Ted Kennedy, it's very hard to be overtly political in that kind of a context.
Tom, Governor Patrick has signaled that if this gets to his desk, he will sign it, correct?
He will, and it's interesting, Mark. Deval Patrick went on public radio on Wednesday. This is after the death of Kennedy. And he gave an interview and he said, if that bill lands on my desk, I'll sign it. A clear signal to the Democratic leadership that they ought to proceed apace, get him a bill as quickly as they can. We've reported this week in an exclusive story that the leadership at the State House, the Democrats, are putting a plan together where they might be able to put a successor in place by the end of September. Republicans I talked to are livid.
Tom, I know it might be a little bit too soon, but we have been hearing a lot of names bandied about, both Democrats and Republicans, current lawmakers at the federal and state level, and former lawmakers as well. What names are we hearing?
Well, we're hearing a lot of names, Mark, but you got to keep in mind, first of all, there'll be two pools of candidates. There'll be those that will fill this interim spot, and if the Democrats keep their word, they're saying that this interim person cannot ever, under any circumstances, run for the long-term seat. That's actually one of the talking points by the Republicans, that if you put a person in that temporary spot, gives them a leg up on campaigning. The Democrats are going to put language in there that prevents that. So there's that pool of people. There's the other pool for the long term. The name that comes up most for the interim spot is a former presidential candidate, Michael Dukakis. Dukakis is a professor here now, but he still keeps a pretty high profile. He has a squeaky clean image. And I haven't talked to him personally. He's vacationing in Greece this week,
right.
So I haven't been able to speak to him. But he'd be the perfect choice, a lot of people say.
Tom, we have about 30 seconds left. How is Senator Kennedy's passing going to affect the health care debate?
You know, to tell you the truth, Mark, I think there'll be some time taken out these next couple of days. This weekend is going to be very emotional for a lot of people. People are saying, well, this could carry over into the Senate and the House debates. I'm a bit of a cynic. I think that once the mourning is past, it'll be back to partisan business as usual. Right. I don't see it, frankly, having a lot of effect.
Bloomberg's Tom Maroney joining us from Boston. Tom, thanks.